Coming to you live from New York City, Felix Mariano.
Hi there, this is Felix Mariano with your e-bike news. Guys, we have some sad news today, and it's better for you to hear from me than to hear it out in the streets. Our very own J Style has been submitted to rehab. We did an intervention here at the studios. The issue with Jay is not drugs, because drugs are now legal, so he's good in that department. The problem that Jay has is he's suffering from being lazy. He has been missing a lot of days of work from his fake job here at Frantic TV, and he hasn't done anything lately, so we had to send him to rehab so those people there, those professionals, can maybe make him do some exercise, maybe to motivate him to get up the couch and do some work, and hopefully he'll be back here working for Frantic TV once he stopped being lazy. Alright, but one person that is not lazy and is doing really good is my Rios. So here my Rio again with his own segment, things that he cannot live without while riding your bike.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Mike here, coming at you live from Midtown Manhattan. I'm here at my job right now, and as you can tell, we're joined by the Super 73, and we're here for another episode of things that Mike just can't ride his bike without. Now, in this episode, we're going to be talking about not one object, but two. Alright? These, if you can't tell, are speakers. These are one of the most important things that I ride with, but this is not the very first iteration of it. So there is some trial and error, and we'll talk about how I got to these dual products right now. Starting off, when I was riding my Super 73 in the very beginning, I usually tried to carry as little as possible. I do recommend that that's something that you do. I definitely feel like overpacking is not a good idea, especially in the event of a crash. If you have 40-50 pounds of junk on you, you're gonna end up a little bit worse. Now, me personally, once I did start caring about riding with music, my only speaker that I had was my massive JBL Extreme, which was a shoulder-mounted strap speaker that was about this big, and it was huge, and it was great. It sounded fantastic, but for the most part, one thing that you have to consider is that the sound is really far away from your ears, and it's pointing outward away from you, and as you're riding, the wind noise gets really overpowering. Now, over time, I got really tired of carrying my giant speaker, so eventually I found these guys. This is the Ultimate Ears Wonder Boom. This is the, I think it's the first version or the second version, but I know they're up to 3 now. You can tell the difference by the strap right here, okay? You might also be able to tell, I have it on a rainbow titanium carabiner hook. It's an S hook. These things are amazing. I have them on both speakers, and I also use these clips on my keys. These speakers can pair together very easily. You see as I turn them on, one on, the other on. That's the sound of them connecting to my phone. Then eventually just hold down the button here. This process takes a little bit of time, but before you know it, they're gonna connect and you're gonna be hearing 2 sides stereo music. There you go. Now with this, we're going to get into what I'm going to be talking about next episode. Next episode, we're going to be talking about my amazing backpack, all right? I've been using this thing for a very long time, but when it comes to these speakers, what I always do is I clip them right here on the side of my backpack, and this makes it so that the audio is right next to my ears. Just like that. Audio is right here. It amplifies outward this way. It's very close to my ears, and depending on the backpack, I can even get them closer. Sometimes I have them all the way up here. Now, there is a little bit of a pain with the knocking around. You can fix that with a simple shoulder strap. All right, now, I hope you guys enjoyed this. These Wonderboom Ultimate Ears are one of my favorite speakers. I don't have an affiliate link, so I'm just telling you this out of the kindness of my heart. If you really want to make it worthwhile for me, make sure you guys leave a subscription down below here for Frantic TV and for my channel. I got a new YouTube video dropping this morning, and it's going to be about my spark cycle, so make sure you don't miss out. Until then, I'm going to talk to you guys later. Let's go jam out some music.
Thank you, Mike. Oh man, if there's something that e-bike riders can relate to is speakers. Because man, you need that when it comes to long rides. Mike has a really cool setup there, so this is something that probably I might copy that from Mike. Let's go now to our senior correspondent for the weather.
Good morning, Ampheads. It's 10/12/22. Today's weather forecast is 55 degrees, going up to the high of 69, partly cloudy. Traffic, there ain't no freaking traffic. You mother flowers are still asleep. Shout out to Judy in Delaware. Thank you, Judy, for being my #1 fan. Love ya. With that being said, keep it between the ditches. Wear your helmet and leave no one behind. You already know the one and only, the original Frantic E-Bike News in Frantic 1 right now. And stay safe, people. Talk to you later. Peace.
Thank you, Richie. All right, so let's hope for Jay's speedy recovery, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Ciao.
Okay. Do you want to play rough?